Good morning, second graders. Welcome back to another week. This morning we're going to get started with our weekly reader in our small reading book, right?
They don't have this book at home, which is why we read it to them at the beginning of the week.
So don't go searching for it. We're going to read it to you. And this week we have a brand new essential question. I love our essential questions every week because they really get me thinking. So this week our essential question is, how can a pet be an important friend? Ooh, and Mrs. Grant, didn't you just get new pets recently?
Yes, my cats have quickly become some of my very best friends.
Aw, that's so sweet. You know, my little dog Jeter, he's been around for a long time, but he's definitely a special pet in my house too. So today we're going to read this story called Finding Cal, and this is a story about a little boy who ends up finding out about a special pet as well.
Nice.
So we're going to share this story with you, and then we have a page to do in our packet in just a few minutes.
All right, I'll start.
All right. Sounds good.
Finding Cal. Well, it looks like it's written in diary format. That's cool. September 25th. Dear Diary, it took Dad a long time to decide. He finally made up his mind. Dad came to my room tonight. He said I could get a dog. But it has to be a small or medium-sized dog. We will go to the animal shelter tomorrow. Medium dog, small dog.
I love this diary format. You can see the date, and it always says Dear Diary. So September 26th, Dear Diary. Wow, there are so many different dogs at the shelter. There are big and little dogs. Some have soft fur and some have wiry hair. Dad and I walked to one dog's cage. The tag said the dog's name was Cal. One quick glance at the cute dog, and I knew he was for me. Dad said, "Look, Jake. Look at how Cal stares at you." It was true. His eyes were wide open. He was looking right at me. And we have Jack, Spot, Sam, and Cal looking right at him.
We put Cal on a leash and took him to a fenced yard. Cal smiled and stared at me. Cal wanted to play. In minutes, he learned the proper or correct way to sit. He could walk on a leash nicely too. I patted him on the head and he licked my hand. Cal licking my hand.
Dad said, "I see a real connection between you and Cal." I agreed. We already had a good relationship. Soon we were on our way home. Cal was nervous, so I tried to make him feel better. I scratched his ears and he liked it. October 10th, Dear Diary. It has been a while since I have written. Cal learned many new tricks, like how to roll over. I've learned from Cal, too. And here's Cal's tricks.
Cal walks with Dad and me to school every day. Each night, Dad reads me a story. Cal lies next to me. I would not trade him for any other dog. I will keep him because our friendship is very special. Finding Cal was worth the wait.
Aww.
That's adorable.
What a sweet story.
Yeah.
So I guess Cal found a pretty special friend.
He did. So now, while Miss Marquardt switches this over to the page that you guys have in your packet for reading today, we're focusing today on our essential question. And that question here is, how can a pet be an important friend? So there's a lot of different ways you can answer this. You could relate it to the story and talk about how Cal was an important friend. Or you could even make it personal and talk about your own experience if you have a pet and how that pet has become a friend in your life.
Yeah, not everyone might have a pet at home.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a pet, you can still answer the question.
Yeah.
You can, easily talk about the story or maybe someone that you know has a pet. What would you write, Mrs. Grant?
I think I would say that a pet can be an important, how can a pet be an important friend? So I think I would make this personal. And I would probably consider my cats, especially because it's such a new thing in our house and in our life. And I might say that a pet can be an important friend when there isn't anybody else to hang out with. Your pet is always there to cuddle with you and play with you, and that's something that we've learned at my house over the last couple months.
I love that. Mine would be kind of similar. I love when Jeter likes to cuddle with me, but he's really a companion. He's someone that I feel like helps me not feel as lonely. Yeah, when other people are gone and you're just sitting at home.
Yeah.
So I would write something about my pet gives me good company or is a good companion. But students can write anything as long as they start with that capital letter and end in a period. All right, so our next question down below talks about our comprehension strategy for the week. And this week it's going to be about asking and answering questions. And really good readers, they actually ask questions before they start reading. They ask questions while they read. They're wondering about what's going on. And then they ask questions at the end. And what's really interesting is that a lot of times as you answer, or as you ask questions while you read, you actually find the answers throughout the story. So this is not a question just about the story we read. It's more about a question that maybe you have about pets that could be answered this week. So it could start with an I wonder statement, like I wonder why one certain animal does this, or how come, or did you know? Any type of question they have about pets.
Cool. And then finally, you guys get to draw a picture of a pet being a special friend. So again, you could relate this to the story we just read and maybe draw a picture of Cal and, you know, the dog and the boy from the story, or you can make it personal. Like I might draw a picture of me and Mia and our cats, Charlie and Salem.
I would definitely draw Jeter, but is it okay if I draw myself as a stick figure again?
That's fine.
I have to. All right, so you're going to do the best you can on this worksheet, and that's it for reading today.